If only I could turn back time.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Boston Celtics are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Joel Embiid. Paul George is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And for Boston, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Look at Philadelphia. They come into the series, Greg, with a lot of momentum after a sweep in Round 1.
And you know they've got to be feeling good about themselves. But as you've seen, Kevin, things can change in a hurry in the postseason. And this is a tough opponent in front of them. And Round 1 momentum only goes so far. This is a fresh start. They're going to have to battle even harder to get through this series.
Here's a fresh start, you're right. Shoots the 3. Maxey, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Tatum's shot is off.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
George against Holiday. Embiid with the screen on Holiday. And here's George for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Outside Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Embiid in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 6. Here's George, and that's off the glass and in.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Tatum. 3-pointer. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Tatum's got a nice jump shot. When he's in rhythm, I feel like he's going to make it every time he shoots.
Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And, you know, this is Drew Holiday's role. He's out there to run the offense and get his guys going.
Pass to George. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Offensive rebound. Here's McCain. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Holiday. Got a piece of it. George with the steal. Takes the 13-footer. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Porzingis inside. Guarded by Embiid. Tatum with a screen on Maxey. Releases from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Tatum's got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Martin's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers trail by 7. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And the Celtics with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. Pass to George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws here tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's White. Porzingis trying to get free. And it's White missing. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Maxey. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Zero hesitation. Maxey, great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Holiday looking over the floor. Driving in. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Maxey sets a screen for Oubre. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Porzingis at the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Injuries aside, you know, Porzingis' growth here in the league, I think, has been really quite rapid. It's clear that he puts in the time in practice to continue to refine his scoring ability and overall skill set.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Gordon comes in for George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Lowry. Nice D from Porzingis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Celtics leading by 4. Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. The offensive rebound. What an effort by Jason Tatum.
Tatum hanging around the basket. Got the board and bucket.
Lowry with the ball. Pass to Embiid. Outside Jackson. Back to Embiid. Puts up a 3 from way outside Joel Embiid.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, that just speaks to his raw talent.
Springer can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lowry. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Martin. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Deflects the pass. Embiid with the steal. Martin wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Boston trailing. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Picked by Horford. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Embiid. Oubre outside. There's the pick. Here's Yabusele, guarded by Horford. And the clock. Yabusele can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Horford with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Tatum, and it's blocked.
Oubre putting those long arms to work, manages to get a hand on it.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Boy, you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
Paul George is checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Kyle Lowry. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum setting the pick for Porzingis. Shoots over Embiid. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Philadelphia. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Embiid throws it down.
I've got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Celtics trail by 4. On the wing, Holiday to end the run. Pass to Pritchard. Horford with the screen on Maxey. The Celtics need to get a shot off. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the 76ers?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
The 76ers leading by 3. Maxey passes to Embiid. 1:15 left in the second quarter. No dice from the high post. The Celtics have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Bounce pass, Holiday. And the Celtics another 3.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 7, and Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Boston making some changes. Cade is checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Tatum. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Martin's checked in. Here's White. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Maxey. And the 3 off target. Boston has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. White finds Brown. And he lays it straight in. Brown's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
George with the steal. Here's Maxey. Misses the baby hook. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers ahead, leading by just 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them, hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise with the ball movement.
Like a well-oiled diesel machine.
This from the man who averaged more turnovers than assists in his career. Enough said.
No, that's not true.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of the series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So it's Boston now. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the two-guard spot. And so here is Philadelphia. Following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Embiid. That shot is off. Nice D from Porzingis. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A two-point game. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. Porzingis has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics. And the 76ers with possession. Maxey passes to George. To the inside. Embiid powers it down.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
It's a close game here in Boston. George against Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Clock at 6. No good on the shot. Now the 76ers with it. Pass to Maxey. George with the ball. Here's the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Brown. George with the steal. And here's Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Holiday. Down low. Embiid with the steal. George with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Tyrese Maxey, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Celtics trail by 7. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The screen from Brown. Bounce pass from Tatum. Outside Holiday. Oubre against Brown. Offensive rebound. No good from Yabusele. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. And they get it. And Tatum hammers it home.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
2 minutes.
Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Tatum's got 11 points.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Porzingis against Embiid. For Porzingis, buried from 15 feet out. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Up top, Maxey. Guarded by Tatum. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Al Horford subbed in for Tatum. Then for the 76ers, Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid, and Martin subbed in for Yabusele.
Shoots 2.
And the first one drops.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Maxey hits them both. 1:19 left in the third. Holiday with it. Maxey covering. The shot by Holiday, no good. Philadelphia leading by 7. Pass to Drummond. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brown outside. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Brown's got 7 points.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
Drummond with a screen on Howard. Maxey. Pass to McCain. Maxey looking it over. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Brown outside. It's good from the top of the key. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside, Maxey. Another miss by Maxey. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We've got Tatum, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5.
These high-percentage shots can look like easy money for Kelly Oubre Jr., cashing in inside.
Here's Pritchard. Takes a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lowry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
He misses the free throw.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Martin's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
Now here's Tatum. Fires the three. A three from Tatum.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the 76ers. Leading by 5. Pass to Embiid. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
They get the rebound. Cade's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 5. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Busted. No good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To McCain. Philadelphia moving the ball. Embiid, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Queta, the pass to Hauser. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hauser's got his first points in this one. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Buries it from three-point range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Tatum. And the rebound goes to Martin. The 76ers leading by 6. Lowry dishes to Embiid, and it's blocked. Tatum down low. Working on Martin.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. On the 76ers with some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. George comes in for Oubre. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. A 3. downtown. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Embiid. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Makes it off the glass.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. .129 left to play here in the fourth. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Actually passes to Embiid. For Porzingis. Embiid, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Maxey.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 2 here.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Outside, Maxey, stolen by Holiday. The kick out to Brown. Tatum with the screen on George. Brown. Boston, no good that time either. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Embiid against Porzingis. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. Count it!
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
I think you attack the rim here. Get the ball close to the goal, and that way, even if you miss, you might have a chance with the putback.
Here's Brown. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now, here's Maxey. Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's McCain in at the 2. The shot by George, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That puts them in the lead. White's got the first basket here in overtime for the Celtics.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Play through the contact and score. That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 6 rebounds in the game. Maxey kicks to Embiid. To shoot. Porzingis with the rebound. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Here's White, and he gets it to go. White's got 4 points this quarter.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league. He does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
Maxey, no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Porzingis with a screen on George. Brown, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. Nobody near George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Outside Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. He gets hauled in by Paul George. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. McCain, good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Tatum. Got it!
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Pass to Embiid. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Holiday with it. George picks him up, and that's an intentional foul. White up top. Pass to Tatum. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. So great seeing Maxey come through in the big spots, continuing to evolve right before our eyes.
At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So it's Philadelphia now. McCain's shot is off. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game.
really just a great play to sacrifice his body to take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And here's Holiday. Brown outside. Over George. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense, so what got you guys going in the second half?
Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. We were too tense. We weren't having any fun. We started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation